Late night glow from the laptop screen. Old fights roll like a memory. We break down every hold, every heartache. Heroes fall, then they rise again. We feel the bruise behind the glory. We live for every comeback story. From the indie halls to the Titans ring, we hear the crowd roar. We feel everything. Oh yeah, this is the value of wrestling, where the broken keep on pressing. Every scar, every chant, every blessing. We are contenders and not pretenders. We keep the flame alive forever. On the mic, in the ring, we're confessing. This is the value of wrestling. Mic to the mat, steel chair chat, blood, sweat, stats. We rewind the wars and the wins. Bell rings again, storyline spin under the lights where the legends begin. This is the value of wrestling. We are contenders and not pretenders. Voices collide, the echoes keep testing. We are contenders and not pretenders. This is the value of wrestling. We are contenders and not pretenders. Raise up your fist when the questions keep pressing. We are contenders and not pretenders. Lock up and break, hot tactics, faster stakes. We call every swerve. It's your boy, Mr. Z, the big man. Mark out or get out. If you ain't hit a mark out, then get out. You gotta be like me, slapping me, slapping me, me slapping me, ooh, me slapping me, me slapping. If you ain't hit a mark out, then get out. You gotta be like me, slapping me, slapping me, me slapping me, ooh, me slapping me, me slapping. Hey baby, put 'em in a figure four, twisting like a 4-4, head spinning like a snow globe, bigger than a North Pole. So cold, make you mark out, or you gotta get out. And when I say that, you better know what it's about. You gotta be like me, slapping me, slapping me, me slapping me, slapping me, me slapping. If you ain't hit a mark out, then get out. You gotta be like me, slapping me, slapping me, me slapping me.
There's a man sitting across me on the street and they want to know.
If you ain't hit a mark out, then get out. You gotta be like me, slapping me, slapping me.
What's up? What's up?
You're better now.
The American hero right there.
Oh yeah. And my name tonight, as always, it's the and only. Hey,
A hero for the people.
There you
A hero
go.
for
There
the
he is.
cause. He fights for this country. He is laying down the law. An army of one, they call him Bravo Tango.
Both.
Kicking ass and taking names.
gentlemen, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. Joining in the chats, TikTok, YouTube. We are live. And if you don't know, well, you better get ready to know, because we are actually all set up. If you have, you could join us very much on our website, The Value Wrestling, at valuewrestling.com. So much great information there. You have a link to our videos, some local history for the California area. It has a whole section for supporting your local indies, and all the events that we are going to talk about always on the IWCP, the Independent Wrestling Community Podcast. But if you don't remember, a lot of those events are going to be posted up on the board in the calendar there. And also has a form if you're a promoter or somebody in the business that wants to promote a show or get that information out, you can fill out that form and we can make it happen, and so much more on there. Check out thevaluewrestling.com, a great way to reach out to us, stay connected, and find everything. Plus, you have your links right to YouTube and TikTok on there that are going to take you to all our videos, all the cool stuff that we do, all the updated stuff. It's a great little website.
Yep. There you go. There you go, folks. We're not hard to find, and we dang sure ain't hard to miss.
And we're making it easier. But, you know, since Bravo Tango's here tonight, we're still, you know. I hear I got to go talk to your friend, but I got him a little present. You know, I know the crazy bird might need. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I know El Flaco Loco means the crazy skinny one. I know.
Yeah.
But I'm still calling him a loco bird. He's crazy.
Yeah, there you go.
He's an old dirty bird. Crazy bird. Birdman. I'll treat him like a bird.
And real quick, I was going to ask you, Bravo Tango, would you be opposed to going one-on-one with Bravo Americano?
I'd take them all down, because I was first before they ever were thought of. Bravo Tango.
There we go.
Yeah. Tie them up in knots and leave them there
you
for El
go.
Grande Americano. So, I mean, yeah, but no, Bravo Tango came, and then all of a sudden they want to have Bravo Americano, and I'm like, no, I'm Bravo Tango.
There you
Bravo.
go. Yeah, well, maybe they've been watching us.
Maybe they're stealing from us. I don't know. But
Wouldn't be the first time.
This is the weekly roundup where we talk about all the craziness going on in wrestling, and there's a lot of it, quite a bit of it. It's just never ending. We can speak about El Grande Americano. El Grande Americano calls out that he's been snubbed from the ladder match at WrestleMania 42. He's not happy because he's not getting in the match at WrestleMania 42 for the Intercontinental title, which at this time features JD McDonough versus Dragon Lee versus Javon Evans versus Rusev versus the Intercontinental Champion Penta. So this is the Intercontinental ladder match that is going down at WrestleMania. This should be a fun one for everybody involved. Of course, Rusev coming out and telling everybody who gets involved is leaving with a broken back. So it'll be interesting to see. This is going to be a car wreck waiting to happen. I'm sure El Grande Americano might get thrown in there later. Who knows? Who knows what the original El Grande Americano feels or thinks about it. We'll have to wait and see about that, too.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And then I was actually, when they said Javon Evans was in it, I was like, all right, so they got a young talent who's hot right now. Might as well give him that stage to perform on.
Well, he was also in the Elimination Chamber, so they're already strapping a big rocket to him and letting him go.
Oh, yeah.
Bouncy.
There you go. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. It'll be very entertaining. If you want to
see somebody die, if you want to see somebody tragically, somebody's going through a ladder.
Oh, yeah. But I'm just saying, like, if you want to watch a ladder match that makes sense, this is it. But if you want to watch a ladder match for spot's sake, you're on the wrong channel, folks.
Yeah. Stand and Deliver, NXT Stand and Deliver was last night, and lots to talk about there. There's a new member of G Generation X. Shawn Michaels introduced a new member of DX in Sexy Red. Yep, they opened at the factory in St. Louis, Missouri. Michaels came out to the ring to welcome the crowd and fire him up, and he introduced his hometown star, Sexy Red, because they were in St. Louis. The 2 minutes spent moments hyping up the crowd before closing things out with a nod to the DX days and bring back a nostalgic Attitude Era feel. But yeah, for one night only, Sexy Red looks like she was an honorary member of DX.
Yeah, I didn't catch that. I was, I was keeping tabs, but I'm glad I didn't see that opening. I'm not a big fan of all that.
Well, many people are not a big fan of it, and not many people caught some things because during the women's title match, there was several blackout moments. Multiple times the screen had blackout due to wardrobe malfunctions. This was a constant 5-second blackouts during the match due to the wardrobe malfunctions.
That's been happening a lot lately. Have you noticed that? Just lately.
Maybe so, but yeah, no, seems like we keep getting more and more of those. We got to get better about that.
Be my speaking from a dude's point of view, at least men too. Be mindful of the gear you get. Make sure it fits. Make sure it covers everything, and make sure it doesn't ride up. I mean, BT was he wore trunks at a gimmick battle royal, right? And did he have any issues? I don't think so.
So, gotta switch it up a little bit and talk about Bro. Yeah, we gotta talk about Bro. Bro had a long-awaited interview. Yes, the one and only Vince Russo, Bro, had a long-awaited interview with AEW president, Bro, Tony Khan. They have become bros, and it's getting a lot of attention, Bro, because Tony Khan, Bro, is a big fan of JCW Lunacy, Bro. Yes. According to Fightful, Bro, Tony Khan isn't just aware of JC Lunacy, Bro. He reportedly watches the show regularly, Bro.
Oh my goodness. Of course he does.
So, Bro, Russo's going to sit down and have a full interview with Tony Khan, Bro. They're getting buddy, Bro. And, of course, Russo running JCW Lunacy, Bro. And this could be very interesting. And what a conversation between Vince Russo and Tony Khan could be like, Bro.
Oh, man. It already sounds like a headache waiting to happen.
Okay, you want a script for an unsanctioned match with Dom, Randy, and Penta for the IC title. What kind of script are you talking about? You want to book a match between Dom, Randy Orton, and Penta for the IC title in an unsanctioned match? This is a question I'm getting on TikTok. I don't know what to say.
No. We don't know. No. This is.
I mean, I don't know why Randy's in there. I mean, Dom and Penta, okay, but Randy's on the bigger things in the IC title.
Right. Randy has his date with Destiny with Cody Rhodes. And I am more than excited about that match. Not as excited as I am for Punk and Roman, but I'm excited.
Yeah, no, it should be interesting. I don't really know. But there's a lot of controversy that Triple H doesn't know what he's doing. But then there's a lot of controversy that it's not Triple H, it's TKO, and they're ruining wrestling. Triple H has been accused of stealing the spotlight from Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi by coming out during their confrontation. People are belittling him, saying that he doesn't know what he's doing. And, of course, the big question is, there seems to be a huge celebrity push into WrestleMania this year. Little Yachty, Jelly Roll.
That's cool.
And
I mean, it's all good.
Little Yachty,
it's all good.
Jelly Roll, ISO Speed, all these celebrities getting involved in the WrestleMania in different ways. Is it taken away from it? Is it making it too much?
Yeah.
I mean, It used to be a couple celebrities, and it was good. I don't know if you put this many celebrities in this, if they lose that aura.
Yeah.
And it's hard to say. I think Triple H is trying to do the best with what he's given. I don't know what TKO is asking for. Could TKO be pushing the buttons? Is there people higher that want certain things done? We don't ever
Yeah.
really we don't really ever understand what Rock's role is in TKO. We know he's a part of the board. Is Rock
Yeah.
behind this? What is it? Triple H had something going. We lost some sight. I know a lot of people seem to feel that the build up to WrestleMania is not hot, but I think you have Femi and Brock Lesnar, which has a decent feud.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton have a good story, and now we have Pat McAfee back in the mix. Whether you like that idea, you don't like that idea. Whether Pat McAfee was the first choice for the phone call, whether he was somebody else that Randy Orton was supposed to call and it didn't work out for whatever reason. It is interesting to bring in Pat McAfee for this role. It's interesting how Pat McAfee is trying to say that this isn't like the Attitude Era of wrestling. They are really using him to come after some of the marks that were, that complain it's not Attitude Era. So it's interesting how Pat McAfee is being used in this.
Yeah. First and foremost, obviously, Mrs. Z very happy Pat McAfee's back. She just gave a big old fist pump. She's happy about that. But yeah, you got me wondering, like, was he the first option for the phone call? It's just one of those things, because we already assumed he was going to come back for Mania, I believe, or the night after is when they were saying, like, his return was supposed to be. So I'm wondering, like you said, are they doing it just to kind of get the ball rolling and trying to get the fans behind this?
Well, it was an interesting spin because a while back, Pat McAfee was asked on his podcast, is he coming back to WWE or when? And he said, no, I think the wrestling business had passed me by. It felt like we may not get Pat McAfee back. A lot of speculation. Then there was talks and rumors in the IWC that Pat McAfee was supposed to come back at some point or whatnot. And now here he is aligning with Randy Orton, saying that Cody Rhodes is responsible for ruining wrestling. We're not Attitude Wrestling anymore. It's a real hard debate here because I'm like, I get we love the Attitude Era and what it represented. It was a different era. And maybe we need some of that back. But I don't know. I mean, AEW pushes the envelope way too far, in my opinion. I mean, you're just asking for trouble. I mean, how long before these kids start sticking needles through their cheeks and doing crazy shit like that? But
I mean, I was gonna mention the off the wall things, Tony Storm does to tickle Tony Khan mid match, the explicit things. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I mean, in the Attitude Era, you had Goldust, and he was tickling Vince in a certain way too.
Right, but that was then. This is now. I've said this before, you cannot redo the Attitude Era because it was so unique. Everything that was done for a purpose. If they tried it today, it'd be like a spot fest. They're just doing it to pop each other. But I mean, they were doing it then too, but it made sense.
Yeah, no, it's hard to say what is going to work out or how it's going to play out. A lot of things there that work out in different ways. It's so hard to say. We can battle back and forth. Is everything great? No. There's a lot of falling out. WrestleMania has a lot of good stories. Can they keep every story going? Not always. I feel like, yes, they're missing some pieces. Yeah. But, I think we got to wait to see what WrestleMania is going to be like and see what we get after WrestleMania. But, yeah, there is a lot of hate on Triple H. But is this a Triple H thing? Is this a TKO thing? This is just people being mad to be mad.
That is true too. I can honestly say one of the matches I am genuinely excited for, and I mean, we talked about it before and made a suggestion of what they need to do. Brock and Femi, like they're making this beautiful right now.
Well, it's going to be interesting because it depends on how they want to play this out. how they want this to go forward. You know, you could build Oba and send him to the moon, but you also got to be real careful because if Oba beats Brock, then what do you do with Brock? How do you rebuild Brock? And how much time does Brock have left? Brock Lesnar's come out and said the only reason he came back was to feed his kids. So how long is he here for? How big of a thing is he here for? And the question is, where is Gunther play into this? Because we all kind of want to see Gunther be the one that puts away Brock Lesnar. That would be the ultimate cream of the crop thing. But if you let Obafemi beat Brock, he loses a big part of that luster. Of course, if you want to do it right, you can have Obafemi beat Brock, and then you have Gunther come in on Monday Night Raw and make fun of Brock for losing. Like, you lost it. You don't have the touch. You don't have it anymore. You should go away. You should retire. Have Gunther be that antagonist against Brock. So, I mean, there's an opportunity to build a story there if they do it correctly.
You can build that to SummerSlam if done right.
Yes.
If done right.
And,
but,
I'm only assuming we're building to eventual a Brock Lesnar retirement. We're getting real close to that. Yeah. I don't think he has much more he wants to do or give. And I think if you're building Gunther as a new legend killer, Brock Lesnar needs to be in his wheelhouse. And I think everybody wants to see Brock Lesnar and Gunther go at it at some point.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, no, it would be, you just need the right pieces to make it make sense and to get the fans behind it. And like we've seen already, because of how people are feeling about WrestleMania this year, it's a 50-50 shot if the fans are going to enjoy this or not. It's a 50-50 shot.
Yes. No, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
But also, speaking of WrestleMania, you heard the old term, everybody has a price, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, I guess everybody has a price until they get pissed off about people in the WWE Hall of Fame. Tim DiBiase, the $1 million man himself, isn't holding back when it comes to celebrities getting spots in the WWE Hall of Fame, and he thinks he made it clear he thinks Dennis Rodman doesn't belong there. When speaking on the Everybody's Got a Pod, DiBiase took aim at the idea of Rodman being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, saying he doesn't believe someone with only a handful of wrestling appearances should be honored the same way as a full-time wrestling legend. And DiBiase went on to say, and I quote, "He wasn't a wrestler. You're going to put a guy who might have been in a wrestling ring 2 or 3 times in the WWE Hall of Fame just because of his name. Put him in the Basketball Hall of Fame where he belongs, but not the Wrestling Hall of Fame." DiBiase wouldn't stop there. He said the celebrity wing of the Hall of Fame has gone too far over the years, pointing out other celebrity names who are inducted despite never being full-time wrestlers. And then he went on to say, and I quote, "Jimmy Hart was never a wrestler. He was a great mouthpiece, and I think that is deserving because he put in a lot of time. But you put a guy in the Wrestling Hall of Fame just because he has a celebrity name in baseball or basketball, that just irks the hell out of me. What did they really do to deserve being in a Wrestling Hall of Fame? Nothing. I was a pretty good football player. Why don't they put me in the NFL Hall of Fame? I think that's stupid. I'm in the WWE Hall of Fame because I'm a wrestler. I grew up in wrestling, and wrestling was virtually my whole life. You take somebody who's a great athlete in one sport, put him in the ring 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, then make him a Hall of Famer. See ya. Doesn't do right. Ted DiBiase, the $1 million man, the legend himself. Not a fan of Rodman going into the WWE Hall of Fame in the celebrity ring.
It's a celebrity wing. And every celebrity that's been inducted was a game changer in whatever era it was.
Yeah.
From the rock stars of the golden eras of wrestling to the celebrities that were around during the Attitude Era. They were a game changer. There's a reason why they're in it. Rodman was a game changer. Who'd have thought you'd ever see him in a wrestling ring in WCW? I didn't.
Yeah, well, and I mean, there's a president in the WWE Hall of Fame too. So I mean,
exactly. Like, I don't see the problem, but I've started to notice that a lot of the elder statesmen that we have out there, they're bitter now. They're just a little bit better.
I think a lot of people take the WWE Hall of Fame too seriously or want it to be serious and don't take it for what it is and just enjoy it for what it is and enjoy the night to hear these great speeches from these guys and gals that we love and just accept it for what it is. And I think you got to take it too seriously. Now, if this was like the NorCal Hall of Fame, it might be a little different idea because they're more of a legitimate Hall of Fame for wrestling and their ideas. But the WWE Hall of Fame, it's the WWE Hall of Fame. It's about the WWE and what you've done there. And we've learned that we can't take it too seriously. It's an honor.
No.
But, I mean, it's not the Coldflower Alley Club, you know.
Man.
So, I mean, it's different. I don't get why everybody's taking this all that seriously.
Well, you know, I mean, this is why we're wrestling fans, folks. We can sit here, debate, and talk and enjoy it. But, I mean, if you're a IWC nerd, it's a little different.
So, let's talk about one of your boys.
Uh-oh.
Recently, when speaking to CBC News, Kenny Omega talks about the differences between AEW and WWE. All Elite Wrestling is unique in today's wrestling landscape. With AEW continuing to grow and tour major markets, Omega made it clear that the company sees itself as something different rather than a direct copy of what it already is. During this conversation, Omega was asked what separates AEW from other wrestling companies, especially for fans who might be attending their first live shows. And he pointed out that while wrestling may look similar on the surface, each company brings its own approach and identity to the table. And I quote, that's a great question. I think you fall in a bit of a trap if you think wrestling is wrestling is wrestling is wrestling. Absolutely, professional wrestling will genuinely look at a certain way across the board. Omega then reflected on his own upbringing in Winnipeg and how WWE events were a major part of wrestling culture in his hometown. He acknowledged WWE's strong presence while also explaining how AEW carved out its own place between large-scale production and independent wrestling promotions. And he went on to say, and I quote, and now here we are. We're sort of like the alternative. We're not quite WWE. We're not in the indies either. We're just kind of AEW, and we are trying to be. It's the most fun live show that you can watch available to you. He went on to emphasize AEW's focus on delivering strong values for fans. Noting that ticket pricing and the amount of content presented during the shows are major priorities for the company. According to Omega, the goal is to create a live experience that is accessible while still delivering a packed night of wrestling action. He went on to say, and I quote, "You'll always get a ton of wrestling for your money value. You are getting a whole heck of a lot of AEW, and you're not having to mortgage your first house or sell off your firstborn." Omega also stressed the affordability and accessibility play a major role in AEW's philosophy. He explained that the company wants fans from all backgrounds to feel like attending a live wrestling show is within its reach, whether they are longtime viewers or simply looking for a fun night out. Omega comments offer a clear look at AEW seeing itself in the wrestling industry, not trying to mirror WWE, but presenting itself and its own identity as an alternative option that balances big production energy with fan-friendly pricing. Oh, brother.
So do you understand any of that word salad that just came out of his mouth? Because I sure as hell didn't, because you're taking stabs at W with ticket pricing. We already knew it. But you guys went to a smaller venue because you guys can't pack a house anymore.
This is very true.
Yeah. No, and speaking of AEW and everything else, that they just talking and talking and talking. I'm going to say it again. Beating a development brand in the ratings is not a flex. So all you Tony Khan lovers, knock it up. Just leave it alone. It's not a big deal.
It's just too much. It's just too much.
And besides, I think Cornette said it best about Omega. He's not a wrestler, he's a performer. It is an art, and that's fine. But he speaks like he's on a movie when he talks. So you can't really take it serious.
No.
And I don't get me wrong, I used to be a big fan of the old Kenny, the cleaner. This Kenny now, I can't get behind it at all. That's another disappointment from New Japan.
So let's talk about another company that's still trugging along, one of the oldest wrestling companies that still exists. NWA and NWA Power lands a new television home after major announcement. NWA Power is getting a new television home following an announcement made during the NWA Crockett Cup 2026 on April 4th. During the event, NWA broadcaster Joe Gale, or Gailey, I don't know, revealed that NWA Power will soon be beginning to air on the Comet, which is part of the Sinclair Broadcasting Group network family. And if you know Sinclair Broadcasting, it's a familiar name with professional wrestling across the board.
It is. Yes, it is.
The move gives the NWA a new broadcast platform, although no official premiere date has been yet announced. Currently, NWA Power airs on Roku Sports channels, but the show has changed platforms several times in recent years. Earlier runs of Power have been appeared on YouTube, Twitter, the CW app, and Fight TV.
Yep.
So the connection with the Sinclair is notable because the company previously served as a longtime television home to Ring of Honor. After acquiring the promotion in 2011, Ring of Honor Television aired for years across Sinclair-owned CW and My Network TV affiliates, helping establish the network as a constant presence in wrestling broadcasting. The move to Comet can give NWA Power a more stable outlet moving forward, especially with Sinclair's established track record in wrestling television distribution. So NWA Power might get a new home. A lot more people might hear the name JR Kratos. And speaking of JR Kratos, he will be in Elk Grove the last Sunday of the month at SPW in a major match.
Yeah. I know Little Z watches NWA Power a lot and he likes it on the Roku channel, but I'm pretty sure he'll be happy to know it'll be more on a network that's a little more easily accessible.
Yeah, no, it should be fun, but I mean, yeah, JR Kratos is going to be in town end of the month.
Yeah, I know, I know, and no, no, I'm not trying to run from the man. I will be there that Sunday. Yes. With Little Z in tow, so we already know what he's going to try to do.
Some big matches being announced for that show, so it should be a fun one.
Yeah, definitely.
You have a 6-pack challenge match. Jack Tracy, Zach Braxton, Daniel Torch, Bryce Kuza, Cairo Leone, and Jack Cartwheel are all going to go at it. So that should be interesting. You have the SPW Championship on the line with Bobby Callahan. The Metal Mechanic defends the title against Shima.
Right.
Timothy Thatcher from Evolve and WWE returns to take on Big Frost himself, Drake Frost. And, of course, JR Kratos is going to step in the ring with Jason Xavier. So this should be interesting. Oh, and the tag team titles are going to be on the line as the Golden Standard take on Guapo, Lupe, Patrick Fitzpatrick, and Mustafa Saeed.
Oh, nice. I was going to ask you, that 6-pack challenge, will ADK be on the same page after that match is done?
We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
But that's coming up on the 26th, the last Sunday of the month. Usually the third Sunday, but WrestleMania took the third Sunday, so you're going to have to go and do it the last Sunday at Elk Grove at the SPW Arena or Soccer World Indoor Arena. If you want more information, go to the valueofwrestling.com. scroll down to the calendar and you can find that event and the details there, or click on the local links to their Instagram page and follow along.
Oh, yeah.
SPW.
Yep.
I want to talk about your buddy, your friend, who blasts X after death threat report gets dismissed while account stays active. Teenage star AJ Francis went off on X
my God.
reporting a message.
No, he ain't my friend. He's BT's best friend. They're good buddies. They hang out together. They try to teach each other how to hop over the top rope.
Let's see you jump over a top rope. Let's see you dive over a top rope, sir. There's a ring right here. Come on over. Let's see you fly. AJ Francis went off on X after reporting a message that included violent threats, only to be told the post didn't violate the platform's rules. Francis shared the screenshot on April 4th, showing a threatening message sent to him by an account identified as Lloyd Throtter. The message included direct threats of violence and left Francis questioning how it didn't trigger enforcement action. The threatening post included language that made the situation hard to ignore.
Yeah.
And I quote, the text was, "Try me if you want, fat bitch. Put a bullet in your head. Don't fuck with me. Beyond. I'll find your ass and put you 6 feet down. Your one and only warning." Was the message that was sent to Mr. AJ Francis. After reporting the message, Francis received a response from X support claiming the post didn't break the rules. The response stunned many who saw the screenshot, especially given the violent nature of the message. Francis didn't stay quiet about it. He shared the response publicly and made it clear it wasn't impressed with how the situation was handled.
Is he ever impressed with anything?
So, yeah.
He let a post like that hurt his feelings.
Do you know how many times someone said that ICE is going to come get me?
Just saying. And I didn't complain about it.
Eighth, baby, yeah.
But didn't he insult us and then blocked us to boot?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know why he's giving this. I don't even know why he's giving this guy attention. I block it and say thank you. Come again. Have another day. Quit taking internet stuff so seriously. If you really threaten, call the police and report it.
Just one time. Let's go.
Guess who's back? Back again. Hopefully not as a learning tree.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't.
So the news is in. Chris Jericho stayed with AEW after company offered bigger money deal over WWE interest. Chris Jericho's future became a major talking point over the last months, speculating tied him to WWE, but a new update has made it clear why he ultimately stayed put. During a recent Fightful Select Q&A, Sean Ross Sapp addressed the rumors surrounding Jericho's contract status and confirmed Jericho did sign a new deal with AEW after his previous agreement was extended due to inactivity. The conversation focused heavily on whether the WWE played a role in his decision-making process and what ultimately kept him with AEW. Sapp explained that Jericho was allowed to explore his options and did hold discussions with WWE, which only added to the speculation that he could make a return. However, AEW stepped in with a stronger offer that sealed the deal and ensured Jericho remained with the company for the foreseeable future. So the learning tree is back.
Yeah, and everybody was singing his song. I thought he was going to stay retired. I kind of hoped. And do a one-off with W and then go off into the sunset like a normal wrestler?
He just wants to be the next Ric Flair.
So he's going to have... Never mind.
He'll be 84 and still in the wrestling ring.
Offering his hotel room key?
and still going, hey guys.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. There you go, bro. There you go, Bravo Tango. We'll go and you can meet Chris Jericho and tell him how you really feel.
I ain't wasting money on that.
You can drink some bubbly with him.
I don't want to touch his bubbly. I'll call up somebody and have them take care of my light work.
Is it a dark fox?
I don't know. I was thinking about calling a razzle and a dazzle and let them deal with it.
Oh, that is true too. Or we can call a certain lion to come through and take care of that issue too.
If we're gonna talk about animals, I'll just reach out to a wild animal for the Badlands of Mexico.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that's true too. That's okay. Yeah, we don't need that.
Chupi versus Jericho. There you go. Book it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, please book that one. That there you go. TK, book it. Flower Boy Chupi out there so he can show the world what he's really made of.
Yeah. Anyways.
I was gonna say news coming from my front, which I'll talk about on Wednesday, if anyone is interested. July 7th will be Tiger Mask's final match. I don't know if I know he's retiring. We don't know if the entire gimmick is going away, but we do know the man behind the mask as of right now is calling it a very long and illustrious career and is going to be able to enjoy that trip to this on his way to the sunset. Well deserved.
Well, that should be interesting. We'll wait and see how that all plays out for sure.
Yeah. And then, of course, obviously not even breaking news, but I'm not a big fan of it, but folks, I'm here to tell you that we do have a brand new IWGP heavyweight champion. And he is a member of United Empire, close friends with Will Ospreay, Callum Newman, did the impossible, defeating Yota Tsuji for the heavyweight belt.
So that means he's on his way to AEW.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's all we got to say about that.
That's all we got to say about that. It is what it is. But yeah, join me on Wednesday as I drop more information about what is going on and what is coming up. And trying to be motivated about it because I am so done with this partnership. I wish it was already over.
Well, I don't have a lot of other news.
Yeah.
I guess, did you become an official member of the 209 Clique after last night?
No, I'm just a homeboy. Just a homie, not a member.
So you're just a tag along.
Yeah, and that's okay.
I'm okay with that, but a tag along.
Yeah, and just so everyone knows, yes, today is Easter. Yes, I did play Easter Bunny for some kids today, but no, this is going straight to the 209 Clique. I seen what happened to the bunny last year, and I made sure my ears were put away before anything else happened.
So we need to dress you. We need to dress you like a bunny at the next 209 Dragon's Den event. Yeah.
No. I've seen what happened to him.
Should we dress you as a bunny and ask the main event to Choppy Choppy?
No. And especially right now, because summer's coming, and their seasonal trainer, Hernandez, former member of LAX, is going to be there training. So no, we're not going to ask no Choppies.
Choppy Choppy World Tour with Hernandez is what you're saying. That's what I heard.
Hernandez. Yeah, you know what? We'll do that. We could set that up. If we can make that happen,
We
we can
gotta
make that
get you
happen.
prepared for the choppy with Juicy.
No,
Yes.
I've heard stories.
Yes.
I've heard stories.
Yes.
No, I've heard
Yes.
stories.
Yes.
He's been knocking people out with those hands. No. I
It's
like.
okay. Your soul will briefly leave your body, and then you can rejoin it at a later time. And you too can join Flacco Lacko and be crazy for Cocoa Puffs.
We're not going to talk about him again. No.
I heard he's a naughty bird. He went bad. He's a bad man.
He's a very bad man right now. But that's okay.
Means Bravo Tango needs to show up and get him back on the right path.
Well, we need to get you to the farm so we can see what happens.
Well, we need to get a lot of places. The farm, the ugly dojo.
Yep. Speaking of dojo, I mean they got shows lined up from here to whenever. I mean, the Friday before WrestleMania, they got a show coming.
They got a show at the Jackrabbit Brewery, which is right on the website. That is on the 17th, that Friday.
Yep.
And then they got a show on the 25th that they're a part of. This is mostly a Flacco event when they take over the press club, wrestling and music. That's coming up. So yeah,
that's solid. That'd be very enjoyable. Yeah, we need to figure out how we can make that all happen. We need to get back into the routine, folks, where we are out and about again in time.
And then we need to get you out to Oasis Pro.
No.
Why not?
Yeah. Those are some bad dudes over there. That's like walking into the Dragon's Den asking for a chop.
If Razzle and Dazzle can do it, you can too. Are Razzle and Dazzle better than you?
No one's better than me, Mr. Z.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Then you can do it. If they can do it, you can do it.
Yeah, right here on Value of Wrestling.
Exactly. Choppy World Tour must return.
Yes.
And then we can take you to meet the butcher, and he can give you the back chops that he talked about a long time ago.
Oh, not the butcher.
Yeah,
not the butcher.
The former Booty Man, now the butcher, but not Ed Leslie.
And from what I heard, he misses us. So.
But I want to know how he goes from the Booty Man to the butcher. It tells me he's not pretending to be Ed Leslie, which would make somebody, if he's Ed Leslie, then I make somebody his buddy, Terry Bollea, Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
And I don't think that person would like it if you called him Hulk Hogan.
No, he will not.
Probably like it a whole lot better as long as you don't call him the Honky Tonk Man, but it's a whole different story for a whole different time and place. Anytime, any place, anybody want to step up, Bravo Tango is ready to go.
He's ready. Oh, man. How we looking logistically so far? A lot of people get through?
Well, yeah, 44 people on TikTok have passed by, 20 views in the YouTube realm. So, yeah, there's a couple people have come through. A couple people have stopped by. A couple people have checked in.
Yep.
And, of course, as always, the Value Wrestling. We're here each and every Sunday with the Weekly Roundup. We talk about all the news in professional wrestling, try to give you a wrap-up, points and views, have a discussion, joke around, have fun. And then on Thursdays, we are here on the Value Wrestling with the IWCP, the Independent Wrestling Community Podcast, where we get you ready for the weekend in independent wrestling. We tell you all the major events. And this weekend's going to be a good one. This is going to be the last major weekend for independent wrestling before WrestleMania weekend. And there's quite a few events. This Saturday, there's 3 major events just in our local area from 3 major companies that we know doing some stuff. So
we'll be back Thursday.
You want to be here on Thursday so we can talk about it all.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we talked about Ugly Dojo. We'll get more details about Ugly Dojo's show coming up in the next few weeks. So that's always on Thursday. We do have the Value Wrestling. We are on TikTok. We're on YouTube. If you're on either of those, you can see everything that's there. Go to YouTube, search back all the way back to the creating period. And then you can go to valuewrestling.com, value of wrestling, one word.com, and check out what's going on there. It has direct links to videos, content. It has all the theme songs that I've created. It has direct connection to all the local independent wrestling companies that we try to work with, connect with, stay on top with. And it also has a place on there that you can send your events if you're an independent promoter, booker, if you're a talent and there's an event you want us to promote, send us the information. We'll post it up on there. You can help support us. There's a donation link via Cash App on there right now. So that's always helpful. And so much other stuff on there. You can explore the website and have lots of fun. I know Mr. Z has recently really dug in and checked it all out. Thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's the music. I just go there to listen to my song, even though I have it on my computer. I love my music. My music's awesome.
No, there's a whole list of guys that I try to create WW2K 26 that, that would be their entrance music. So that's there. And there's a little bit of local history. You can learn about the local history of California wrestling, and then some of the big matches that happened out here. Some big names in there.
Mm-hmm.
Even Flacco's name's in
there.
If you a damn crazy.
I know.
Bird.
I was like, oh. Yeah, maybe we should just invite him for a conversation. You two need to sit down and hash this out. We need to get him on the straight and narrow back this way.
Yes, Flacco needs to come back on the channel again. We need to have that interview with Flacco. We need to have another interview with Illumide. We need to have another interview with the Big Ugly. A lot of stuff going on with the Big Ugly and the Ugly Dojo and all the ugly things that he's created.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I've said it before. I think I said it on the last IWCP. Northern California wrestling is booming right now.
Yes. It's definitely turning a corner. A lot's going on. A lot of great things. Yeah. And we're heading into warmer weather, so a lot more stuff is going to go down. A lot more shows, a lot more evening shows. This is the time that we know SPW starts picking up in May with more outdoor shows. Stockton Con, Lodi Con come up in spring and fall, or summer and fall with their events and stuff going on there. And a lot of other shows. A lot,
just like the last summer and the summer before that, more matinee mayhems will happen, which is great. It'll give a chance for the young guns to get in there and mix it up, get their time in.
I know there's some matinee mayhems. I think they're trying to do 2 a month, and then they're trying to do the evening shows when the weather gets nicer too. So we'll see if they get back in doing their evening shows at different places. They have the Jackrabbit Brewery, which has become a monthly thing now. They've gotten the Press Club, which is through Ugly Dojo, which is starting to grow its fundamentals. So it's happening.
Yeah, we'll be here for that ride, and I'm telling you, folks, just because tickets are expensive somewhere doesn't mean you can't go somewhere the following Saturday that's down the street from your house.
Hey, support local independent wrestling. It's the best bang for your bucks. You're going to get the closest to wrestling that you're going to get. You're going to get to meet the stars of the future, and who knows when you might get to meet a star that's passing through, who's going to be in the area. And they happen a lot. I mean, D'Lo Brown's going to be in the area. We know Hernandez comes in the area. We've recently had Al Snow in the area. Among other names, John Morrison's been in the area. We know the Uso, the Fatu, the Samoan bloodline runs deep in California, so you never know when one of them's going to pop up. J.R. Kratos is home. Timothy Thatcher has a home, so you never know who might they bring around and wrestle. All types of people come through California more than you know.
Or I give you one thing. I think Ugly shared it the other day. Christina Von Eerie was a guest trainer at Dojo. You never know who she might bring because she's been everywhere too. So you never know.
Exactly. You never know where the action's going to happen or who's going to be there. It's always fun to show up and enjoy and check it out. So support local independent wrestling. Support the Value Wrestling. You can go to thevaluewrestling.com. You can follow us on YouTube. You can follow us on TikTok. If you follow us on TikTok, follow us on YouTube. If you follow us on YouTube, make sure you're following us on TikTok. And keep the support up.
Just hit the follow button, folks. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the follow button.
It don't cost you nothing.
No, just one click. That's all it takes.
And if we get the support, we have all the fine-tuned things that we could start creating merch. We have all the stuff. It's a great merch. And hell, if we make enough money and we can learn a little bit about the business, who knows, the Value Wrestling might have its first ever wrestling event.
You never say never, folks.
You never know. Anyways,
never
ladies
know.
and gentlemen, it's been fun. It's been a good time. We're going to get out of here. We're going to call it a night. We will see you on Thursday for the IWCP, the Independent Wrestling Community Podcast. And we'll see you on the next one.
See you, folks.
Might to the mat, steel chair chat, blood, sweat, stats. We rewind the